Hey guys, what is going on? It is Sam here. Welcome to this week's game update video. And first of all, I just want to apologize for the delay on this video. I got a perfectly fine reason. That was because I had to make that Shattered Heart guide. And if I actually did do any farming, then it would contribute to getting the rock in a different method than what I should be doing. But to the actual update, there are 10 new seeds, which I'm going to show on the screen right now so you can have a look at what they look like and the farming requirements to actually use them now. As you can see, it is fairly high. I think the lowest is level 76 and it goes all the way up to 96, but that is because they do have some awesome benefits which I'm going to show later on this video. But the ways to get them would be either by pickpocketing elves, gnomes, or dwarves, or going to certain mini games such as Herbal or Habitat, Vine Sweeper, and also Mobilizing Army. So they're the ways to get them. There are a couple more, but I've just listed the main ones. And how I'm going to plan out this video is I'm going to get my hands on the seeds and I'm going to plant them all. And then I'm going to record myself actually harvesting them, and at the same time, telling you the benefits from them all. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get my hands on the seeds and I'm going to plant them. And yeah, I guess I'll see you in a bit. Now, before I start reviewing these, I just want to say I'm not doing these in any particular order. I was literally just planting them, whatever order I wanted to. And the first one, as you can probably tell, is the potato cactus seed, and it allows you to pick 6 potato cactuses per plant. Now, I'm not entirely sure if it's 6 for anyone, because I think in the Desert Diaries you get double, so it could be free. But I'm guessing you guys could maybe test that out yourself. But for me, I get 6, which is cool, but it doesn't really add up to much. I just did a price check and it really didn't sort of add up to much cash. So I'm not too sure if this one is that worth it. But still, I just wanted to do it for the videos just to see what it was like. And the requirement was 15 Jango berries, but for some reason she didn't want it, even though I didn't think I paid for it. Anyway, the next one is the wishing well. Now this one is really interesting actually, because it actually involves spending money on it. So as you can see, I just checked the health, and the option for it is to pick from the wishing well, and it says would you like to put money in it, and it's actually 600k for me to actually do it. So I thought, why not? I want to do this for the video, see what I get. And what you get from it is a load of random items. Now it can add up to quite a lot of money, but at the same time you can lose money. In this video I actually did lose money. I think I lost about 150k or something like that, so it's more of like a gamble. If you want to risk it, you could get loads of money, or at the same time you could not get much. But it's totally up to you for that. But I do like that one. It's something different, and yeah, it was quite fun to do. And then shortly after, I decided to do it again just to see if I would get lucky or something. Unfortunately, though, or I say unfortunately, it wasn't too bad. I actually managed to get the same amount of cash back. As I said before, it cost 600k for me, and I looted all of it, and it actually added up to 600k. I don't know if that was like just a really sort of fluky gamble reward or something, or it was meant to be like that. But as you can see, it actually did add up to 600k in total, which I guess is it's even. I don't lose anything, but I don't gain anything. But oh well, I'm probably gonna keep doing it just to see, if I can get lucky and I can get some epic loot or something. But to the next one, it is the grapevines. Now again, this is quite an interesting one as it introduces new potions into the game. I think they're called Super Sourdough Brew, Super Zamorak Brew, and Super Guffix Restore. I think that's correct. And the good thing about this is that I actually sold a Super Sourdough Brew on the GE for 81k, which was absolutely insane. As obviously a sourdough brew is like 500 GP. But what you do is you harvest it. You only get 10 grapes per harvest, but still that's kind of cool. And you can make it into potions by adding it to a jug of water and waiting it to ferment, and then shortly after it will happen, and you can add it to the potions like I'm doing right now. So right now I'm doing the Super Sourdough and Brew. You don't really get to make many at like from one harvest, because like I said, you only get 10, but still it's something different. I like that. They're definitely worth making, as right now I'm going to show you what they actually do. So they all have different bonuses. First of all, we've got the Zamrak Brew, which actually boosts your attack, strength, magic, and range. So it's kind of like an overload. However, it isn't as powerful, and at the same time, it does actually reduce your defense. So there are some benefits from it, but at the same time, there are some disadvantages, which I don't know. It's kind of up to you. I'd kind of recommend it really because it is like an overload. It's boosting the stats. Like it's pretty good for you know, maybe bossing or something if you have got some decent armor to protect you. But you've always just got to watch out just in case, you know, you are going to get owned because you're, like I said, your defense does get lowered, which is something to look out for. But the next one is the Guffix Restore, I should say Super Guffix Restore. This one's fairly simple. All it does is it heals you by 500, and at the same time it actually boosts your adrenaline bar by a fair bit. It's not loads, but it's a bit. I'm not too sure if that one's really worth using because I just didn't find it that helpful. Maybe they might be better than Adrenaline Pot. I'm not too sure, but that one was all right. But the final one was the Super Sourdough and Brew, and this one is the sort of the main one, which a lot of people are going for. Like I said, I did sell one of them for 81k, which is like insane. But all it does is it heals you for 800, and it also boosts your defense like a normal Sourdough and Brew. However, it does reduce your attack and strength like all the other ones. It also reduces your range of magic, sorry. But as you just saw on the screen there, I harvested a prickly pear bush and I managed to get myself 12k XP from it, which is actually pretty good, and I don't think the seeds are that expensive either. So if you're trying to get your farming up, then that could be something to look out for. But now moving on to the next one, we've got snape grass, the sunchoke seeds, and also the butterfly flower, sorry. And what you get from them is just 2 ruby harvests. They're not exactly worth much, but I guess that could be something good for. I'm not too sure actually. I don't really know what they're used for. Apologies for that. I usually do my research, but for them, I'm really not too sure what you use them for. But moving on to the next one, we've got snape grass, which I use obviously for prayer pots and things like that. And this one was interesting because I know snape grass was usually fairly good money for like low levels to you know, go to Waterbuff Island and like pick them up. But now you can actually grow it, which is awesome. It's taken them a while, but we finally got it. And I don't know, I think it's a cool one to use. Maybe when you're doing like a herb one, you could do that at the side just to get, you know, a bit more cash or something like that. But as you can see, I did price check it and it was only like 3k, so it's not exactly that much. But I'm guessing because it is an allotment, you can like plant loads and it might add up. And moving on to the next one, it's the sunchoke seeds. You don't really get anything from that, just 1k XP. So I'm not really too sure why anyone would want to use that. Maybe if they were literally just after the XP, it's quite a fast one to harvest and things like that. But moving on to the next, we have the reeds. Now this one's interesting because I really didn't know what you got from this, but as you can see, I got a toad egg sac. Now I really didn't understand what this was about until I saw it said open, and you actually get 15 swamp toads from each and every one of them, which is awesome, I guess. But I did eventually add it up. All of them together, you do get 10 swamp tile with it as well. But it only adds up to 16k, which isn't really too much. And I'm not too sure if anyone will actually, you know, grow these reed seeds. But maybe if they're getting a herbal up and they want to get some extra sort of swamp toads at the side, then they might do it. But the next one is the fly trap. And again, I wasn't really expecting what to, you know, I didn't really know what to get from this. But all it was a bit of XP, and that was pretty much it. But I just planted them back because I thought. That was pretty cool. The XP is only 818 as you just saw on the screen there, which isn't that much, but again, if you keep with farming, it's kind of like, yeah, it does add up. It might not seem a lot when you're harvesting one, but with the skill it is, you've got to keep like harvesting it over and over again. It will add up and it will sort of, I don't know, help you towards your goal and towards the end. But moving on to the last one, the barberry bush. Now this is one of my favorite ones because I like the animation where you like jump over it. You get 1.68 XP, and I don't know what that 1.5k was about. Maybe it was agility. I really don't know actually about that one. But I just planted it back again, and that was really it from that plant. I mean, the only benefit from that was just the XP. But that's going to be it for this video. I've actually run out of clips. I might add an image later on or something. But if you have enjoyed this video, then please throw a thumbs up. That would be great. And if you have got any questions to do with it, then please just put it in the comments and I will do my best to answer them all. But that's going to be it from me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. And of course, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.